In the first part of the movie, it was shown that aliens, in their attempt to conquer this world, take the form of parasites and occupy human bodies. Through these bodies, they kill and eat other humans. However, one of these parasites becomes a friend of a boy named Shinichi, who names the parasite Migi. At the end of part 1, the government discovers that aliens are behind the murders happening in the city. To counter this, they form a special force to eliminate these aliens. On the other hand, the aliens also send their most dangerous creation, Goto, to Earth to kill humans. Goto is a combination of 5 parasites, making it exceptionally powerful. This sets the stage for an epic battle. The aliens aim to create a world where they can freely consume humans, just as humans consume chickens and goats. Now, let's move on to the detailed explanation of part 2. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Thank you. At the start of the movie, Inspector Hiromi brings a serial killer named Uragami to the police station and has him identify a human-eating cannibal in front of a one-way mirror. On the other side of the mirror is the hero of the movie, Shinichi. Uragami has often witnessed parasites eating humans, but Shinichi is not one of them. He is a good parasite. Afterward, Shinichi sets out to find the human-eating parasites in the city. Whenever he encounters such parasites, he kills them with Migi's help. After killing a parasite in a building, Shinichi senses someone watching him. However, when he steps outside, he doesn't see anyone. Unknown to him, a journalist named Shiro Korimori is hiding behind some junk nearby. In the next scene, the city's mayor, Takashi Hirakawa, who won the election in the previous part, is shown aligning himself with the aliens. He is worried about Shinichi killing the aliens and approaches the leader of the parasites, Ryoko Tamiya, for advice. However, Ryoko tells him to spare Shinichi this time. Having recently become a mother to a human child, Ryoko wants to learn more about humans through Shinichi and Migi. She even sends Korimori to spy on him. Later, Takashi visits Goto, the most powerful parasite, and orders him to kill Shinichi. Meanwhile, Korimori, who lives with his only daughter Yumi in an apartment, is shown as very protective of her. One day, Shinichi catches Korimori spying on him. Migi suggests killing the journalist, but Shinichi refuses to harm a human. Korimori takes them to his house and reveals everything he knows. Shinichi informs him that Ryoko Tamiya is also a parasite and more dangerous than anyone else. Korimori doesn't believe him, but Shinichi warns him to stop spying, as he is playing with fire. In the next scene, Korimori is seen interviewing Mayor Hirakawa. After the interview, Hirakawa orders Korimori to be killed, so his true identity isn't revealed. On his way home from school, Shinichi and Migi sense the presence of 5 parasites nearby. Migi advises Shinichi to escape, but they are confronted by a man who is a combination of 5 parasites. After a chase, Migi devises a strategy, and Shinichi uses his speed to sever the man's head. However, moments later, one of the parasites re-enters the body through the right side, bringing Goto back to life. When Korimori returns home, he finds police outside his apartment. Inside, he discovers that someone has killed his daughter. Devastated by her death, Korimori refuses to cooperate with Inspector Hiromi. Meanwhile, Ryoko Tamiya grows concerned about the parasite's attempts to kill Shinichi and Migi. She mourns Korimori's daughter's death and warns that if they continue killing humans, humans will unite and destroy them all. She also declares that any parasite disobeying her orders will not survive. In the next scene, Inspector Hirakawa learns that Korimori has escaped from a hotel where he was being detained for investigation. Ryoko receives a letter at her home, summoning her to a park to witness her child's death. She seeks Shinichi's help and visits his house, where she meets his girlfriend Satomi, who gives her Shinichi's number. Ryoko explains that she has no ill intentions and asks for Shinichi's help. Ryoko and Shinichi arrive at the park to rescue her child from Korimori. Meanwhile, the special Japanese forces head to the town hall after uncovering the truth about Mayor Hirakawa. They arrive to prevent more murders. At the town hall, they install a screen that automatically detects aliens and kills them on the spot. They confront Hirakawa, who, in anger, declares that he plans to kill all humans with the help of the aliens. The police shoot and kill him, only to discover later that Hirakawa was not an alien, but a human who supported them. During this time, the last remaining monster, Goto, appears in the building and starts firing at the special forces under Yamagishi's orders. However, Goto effortlessly blocks all their attacks. Meanwhile, at the park, Tamaya and Shinichi arrive. Tamaya tells Kuramui that she didn't kill his daughter and doesn't want to kill him either, but he is consumed by the fire of revenge. Just then, the special forces also arrive, and when Kuramui attempts to throw a child off the bridge, Tamaya, having no other option to save her child, reveals her monster form and kills him. Shinichi is shocked to see a monster risk its life to save a human child, a trait developed from living among humans. As Tamaya approaches Shinichi with her child, police hero Kama orders her to stop, but she doesn't listen. The police shoot and kill her, but before dying, she entrusts her child to Shinichi, asking him to take care of it. Shortly after, Shinichi's girlfriend, Satomi, arrives and hugs him. Hiro Kama takes Shinichi for further investigation, but an officer arrives to report that the special forces at the town hall have been wiped out by an alien. They rush to the town hall, where Goto throws Yamagishi's severed head at them. Furious, Hiro Kama fires at Goto, but the monster deflects the shot back, killing Kama instantly. The remaining police officers let Goto leave without resistance. Shinichi, sensing danger, decides to flee. Goto begins chasing them and attacks their car. Shinichi narrowly escapes harm while Migi drives. The car loses control and falls from a height, but Migi saves Shinichi. Goto survives the crash but is severely injured and continues pursuing them into the forest. Migi suggests they wait and ambush Goto. When Goto arrives, Migi attacks from a tree while Shinichi strikes from behind, but their plan fails miserably. With no other options, Migi urges Shinichi to flee, but Shinichi refuses to leave his friend. Goto kills Migi by splitting him in two. Overwhelmed, Shinichi runs and hides in a building, where he calls Satomi. She soon arrives and comforts Shinichi, who is deeply saddened by losing his friend. She reassures him that Migi is still with him in some form. The next morning, Shinichi notices Migi again in his body. It's revealed that when Shinichi had previously died, Migi had healed him by merging with his body, making them inseparable. Realizing that Goto can now track him anytime, Shinichi decides to act. Goto soon finds them, and Shinichi steps up to protect Satomi. Goto chases Shinichi to a garbage disposal site, leading to a fierce battle. Without Migi's help, Shinichi struggles to survive. Just as Goto is about to deliver a fatal blow, Migi intervenes, having been inside Goto's body. It's revealed that Migi wasn't dead but had transformed and infiltrated Goto. Migi returns to Shinichi's body, and Goto begins to burn and collapse due to the toxic chemicals Migi released while inside him. Though Goto's heart is still beating, Migi informs Shinichi that there's a 50-50 chance he might survive. Shinichi takes no risks and throws Goto's remaining body into the fire. Later, Migi tells Shinichi that with no parasites left on Earth, there's no need for him to stay. Migi plans to go into hibernation, only to awaken when needed again, and he restores Shinichi's hand to its original state. Years pass and Tamaya's son has grown up. One day, the serial killer from the beginning of the film takes Satomi to a rooftop to kill her and pushes her off. Shinichi tries to save her, but fails to catch her initially. Suddenly, she is caught mid-fall. It's Migi, who has awakened from hibernation. This indicates that parasites have returned to the world.